and everything changed in a second. And that's what I want to talk about. Life is short, and it's...
Ellen DeGeneres' emotions are I'm devastated and angry that Portia de Rossi stopped communicating with me after a traumatic event. I don't want her near me any longer, and I'll never talk to her again. Despite appearing to be so in love, the truth is difficult, as Portia said that Ellen was crying when Portia chose to go with the divorce. Ellen told a friend that although she tried her hardest to keep their marriage intact, it was insufficient, and now she can't get the words Portia uttered to her out of her head, leaving her feeling devastated. The romance between Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi started in 2000 at a bustling social gathering in Los Angeles. Both women were establishing themselves in Hollywood, with Ellen as a well-liked comedian and innovative TV host and Portia as a budding actress, best known for her part in Ally McCall. Their first meeting was short, but Portia later acknowledged that she was immediately enthralled with Ellen. But there was only one issue. Despite feeling a strong attraction to Ellen, Portia was not yet publicly out as a lesbian. She was afraid that pursuing it would affect her career, so they exchanged pleasantries and moved on with their lives. But over the next few years, something profound had changed within Portia. Their paths crossed a few more times, each meeting carrying a certain magnetic tension, a sense of something unsaid. By 2004, both Ellen and Portia were single, and at a similar event again, there was no mistaking the mutual attraction. Being the more outspoken and self-assured of the two, Ellen started a deeper conversation with Portia, removing some of the barriers she had put up around herself. Before they started dating, Portia had rarely felt safe in Ellen's company, but soon after, their relationship, which had been secret at first, became a symbol of love, bravery, and authenticity in the LGBT+ community. After receiving a lot of criticism for coming out in the late 1990s, Ellen went on to become a popular talk show presenter with the 2003 debut of her Ellen DeGeneres show. Her career was booming, and Portia was becoming well known for her part in Arrested Development. As they grew more at ease discussing their relationship with the public, their ties appeared to get closer. On her show, Ellen frequently discussed Portia and publicly expressed her admiration for it. By 2005, Portia, who came out publicly at the same time they began dating, frequently referred to Ellen as her greatest friend and soulmate because of her unwavering confidence and optimism. Ellen and Portia were a natural fit because of their shared love of animals, commitment to philanthropy, and desire to change the world. When the California Supreme Court overturned the ban on same-sex marriage in 2008, Ellen's wit and humor perfectly complemented Portia's more reserved and thoughtful nature. They were often seen holding hands at red carpet events, laughing together, and exchanging loving looks as a couple. They became a beloved symbol of hope for many in the LGBT+ community. Ellen and Portia were ecstatic at the possibility of having their love officially acknowledged, so their choice to jump in was not only a personal one, but also a political one. Overwhelmed with passion, Ellen proposed to Portia in their Los Angeles home with a gorgeous 3-carat pink diamond ring. Portia confirmed right away that Ellen and Portia would wear Zac-posing gowns for their wedding on August 16, 2008, which was an intimate event attended by close friends and family at their Beverly Hills home.
With anorexia and bulimia is hell, but chronic dieting is also hell. Living your entire life never feeling good enough about your body, never always feeling like if you weighed a little less somehow you'd be happier, your life would be better, is a horrible way to live. And it's a very short step from a full-blown eating disorder. But really the only way I recovered from my eating disorder and from chronic dieting was to never ever restrict.
The ceremony was full of love and joy, with a ring on my finger, a smile on my face, and a spring in my step. Their marriage marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives, and they continued to support each other in their respective careers while also taking on joint projects, particularly those focused on humanitarian and animal rights causes. In public, they were frequently seen sharing affectionate moments, laughing together, and demonstrating genuine admiration for each other. Ellen chose to wear a white pantsuit, while Portia wore a flowing dress. The couple exchanged handwritten vows filled with promises of love, support, and friendship. Regarded as one of Hollywood's most steady and attractive couples, but like other partnerships, Ellen and Portia's marriage wasn't without its challenges. The demands of public scrutiny in Hollywood and their demanding schedules started to wear them down. One of the first indications of trouble surfaced in 2014 when reports of a rift between the couples began to make headlines. These rumors were stoked by Portia's struggles to find her own path in the shadow of Ellen's success as a talk show host, despite Portia's talent as an actress and Ellen's high-profile persona. Living with anorexia and bulimia is terrible, but so is chronic dieting. Living your entire life feeling that you're not good enough about your body and that your life would be better if you were a little less overweight is a terrible way to live, and it's a very short step from a full-blown eating disorder. However, the only way I was able to overcome both my eating disorder and chronic dieting was to never limit myself instead of focusing on her own accomplishments, which caused an identity crisis that caused conflict between them. While Ellen's profession was requiring more of her time and energy as her show continued to gain popularity, Portia was also battling personal issues, such as her long-term fight with eating disorders and feelings of inadequacy. Although Ellen the entertainer's image contrasted with the reality at home, Portia frequently felt alone and alienated in their marriage. Ellen was emerging as one of Hollywood's most prominent and influential characters, and her blend of humor, generosity, and advocacy for good change resonated globally. As the years passed, the cracks in their marriage became more obvious. The intense pressure from their public life, combined with personal insecurities, created a rift. The pandemic of 2020 only made these tensions worse when Ellen was accused of creating a toxic work environment on her show. The scandal was splashed across the media, raising questions about the brand and putting Ellen under scrutiny. Ellen, with her busy schedule, occasionally failed to notice how deeply Portia was struggling in 2008-18. She considered ending her talk show, citing the exhaustion of maintaining a public persona that had to be always kind and happy. Portia supported the idea, seeing it as a chance for them to reconnect on a deeper level away from the constant spotlight. Portia openly supported Ellen throughout this turbulent time, but the situation behind the scenes was different. Their marriage was further strained by the stress of the scandal and the unfavorable media coverage, and they started fighting more often. Their private lives began to suffer as a result of Ellen's intransigence and need to maintain control over every element of her public persona. By late 2021, Ellen and Portia had undergone therapy and made multiple attempts to patch their differences because Portia felt her own needs and desires were being overshadowed by Ellen's unwavering focus on her career and reputation. They wanted to preserve their relationship because they knew how important it was to them and their millions of fans, but some wounds were too deep to heal. While Ellen was still juggling the demands of her hectic career, making it difficult for them to find common ground, Portia frequently felt as though her voice was ignored and her needs were not met. She longed for a more sedate, genuine life away from the spotlight. However, now that the end has truly arrived, their marriage has faltered. As we look back on their journey, what lessons can we learn about love and resilience? Do you think relationships can truly withstand the pressures of fame? Ellen called Portia the most important person in my life, and Portia said she will always love Ellen and cherish the beautiful moments they shared. Both of them acknowledged that their marriage wasn't the fairy tale ending many wished for, but it was still a significant and transformative chapter in their lives. Please leave a comment below with your opinions, and remember to subscribe to VIP Watch for more up-to-date and exclusive information.